Welcome to my ePortfolio, created as a showcase and reflection of my work in the Master of Educational Technology program at the University of British Columbia. To navigate this site, you can either click on the tabs at the top of the page to jump to the page that you're looking for, or you can click on the button at the bottom of the page, which will take you to the next page. The purpose in creating this ePortfolio is to meet the graduation requirements of the MET program and to meet the BC Teacher Qualification Service requirements for an upgrade to Category 6. The purpose is also to demonstrate my professional growth and transformation through the program. The metaphor I chose for my ePortfolio is the level of organization from the cellular level to the organism level. What I wanted to demonstrate with this metaphor is the growth of my learning from small, less complex, to large and more complex. I also wanted to demonstrate the transformation of my learning. In the metaphor, I started with organelles, which are like the organs of the cell. This represents the first two foundation courses I took. Then I moved to the cells, which represent a more independent state of functioning. Here I present two courses where there was more application-based content. Next are the tissues, which is when a group of cells with similar function work together. Tissues sometimes have a woven appearance, and I wanted to use that to represent the connections I've made among the courses at this stage of my learning. Next come the organs, which are self-contained structures. This stage represents an emerging independence in my learning. Finally, this leads to the organ systems. An organ system is made of one or more organs, and it represents the need for individual parts to work together to make a system function. In this final stage of the program, I describe how I have used the skills I learned to make connections and to synthesize new ideas. The organism page is a reflection of the ePortfolio making process and the evaluation rubric that I created as the guideline for making this ePortfolio. When I was deciding on a metaphor, I wanted to look for one that highlighted the idea of growth and transformation. The cell reminded me of that because you can look at it on the microscopic level, and as more cells come together, the increased level of complexity represents growth. As cells, tissues, and organs work together to make the organism, their function and what they do is transformed. I also thought it's a good fit because of my biology background. For each section, I explained on the introduction page how the metaphor ties in with what I learned in the courses selected in that section. Then for each course page, I explain what I learned from the course, any links I made to previous and future courses, and how this course is linked to my overall growth and transformation in the program. Underneath this, I present the artifacts that support my reflection. I begin each artifact by linking it to the purpose of the ePortfolio and the abilities that I want to demonstrate. Next, I explain the purpose in creating the artifact, why I chose to include it, and how it supports the growth and transformation of my learning. The artifacts themselves are presented in an embedded document or as a link to a website. I view my learning as a linear progression of adding on new blocks of knowledge to the existing foundation. This is the reason I chose to present the courses and artifacts in the order that they were completed in. The process of creating this ePortfolio has been a great learning experience, which helped me identify the major themes that have shaped the direction of my learning and topics I can pursue in the future. It has also helped me see the connections among the courses. I look back to when I started the program and compared how my approach to teaching with technology has changed. I have been more confident in evaluating and selecting technology tools and in reviewing my lesson plan with learning theories in mind. Thanks for visiting.